This is the #1 decentralized exchange you will ever need to use. Welcome guys, my name's Leon. I'm a content creator over here at Collective Shift. In this video, we're going to be looking at the aggregator of aggregators. This is DefiLlama's Meta-Aggregator. Try saying that so many times over. So in this video, I'm going to give you an overview of the DefiLlama Meta-Aggregator. What is it actually used for? After that, we have a look at a swap on Polygon and Arbitrum. We're going to walk you through how to do an on-chain decentralized exchange swap from one token to another on both two chains, Polygon and Arbitrum. Ethereum gas fees are too high right now. After this, we're going to have a look at on-chain tracking for these two transactions and see what they look like on-chain. This is very important as part of your education in crypto. You have to understand what's happening behind the scenes. All right, my friends, it's me. I'm back again. We're going to have a look at the DefiLlama product suite this time. There is a whole bunch of stuff we can talk about, but the main thing, of course, in this video is the DefiLlama Meta-Aggregator. Before we go there, as I said, let's have a look at DefiLlama. This is them on Twitter. 157,000 followers. You can join them on Discord, join them on Telegram, see what DeFi updates there are. So let's read their opening tagline: open and transparent DeFi, TVL, and analytics. Check it out at Llama Nodes. Now, this is their Twitter. Let's actually go to the main DefiLlama dashboard. And this is what we're looking at the moment. This can be found at DefiLlama.com. On the left-hand side, you can see a whole bunch of the different products that they have. And we'll take 1 minute just to go through it. The other side on the right-hand side is the TVL, total value locked in crypto at the moment. You can see we're sitting at $48 billion, and that's spread across the entire crypto ecosystem, right? You can look at the TVL rankings. Lido currently has the most TVL in the entire crypto space. They're currently holding like $8.4 billion, which is a whole lot. Followed in second place by MakerDAO. So that's just the TVL rankings. Let's look on the left-hand side and let's explore DefiLlama for a little bit. You can look at all the yields there are. We can look at the DefiLlama DEX Meta-Aggregator, which is what we're going to be looking at in this video. We have the Borrow Aggregator, the CEX Transparency. Let's have a look at the transparency. Let's look at the Raises tab, and let's look at some hacks. So this is the centralized exchange transparency. It shows us the centralized exchange balances and as well as the open interest, the average leverage, and who's even audited them recently, which is pretty important to know. In the Raises tab, you can see this. I love this little tab here. It shows me all the different announcements for all the different capital raises in crypto. Because remember, all these crypto companies, they are companies. They need money. So they have to go and raise some money. And sometimes when they raise some money, sometimes it leads into a token. So if you go ahead and use their protocol, you might get a token, which is why I feel so important, which is why I feel it's really good that we should do this video on the DefiLlama DEX aggregator. Let's have a look at them. Giga Energy just raised $10 million in a Series A for crypto mining. Crypto mining, Power, crypto mining, TerraWolf. This seems like a huge, so obviously you can see that there's 3 crypto mining companies that have just raised money today, February 2nd. So something might be happening. Maybe they're happy that it's going really well in crypto mining space at the moment. Just a little bit of narrative, something to keep on track of, you know? We have Sumi Network, Simba Network, Archimedes raising 30 million, 3 million, and 4.9 million. You can see smart contracts, DeFi lending and borrowing platform, Web3 infrastructure. This tool is amazing, guys. But let's keep going. This is the DefiLlama hacks. This details all the different hacks on crypto. Orion on BSC was currently hacked for $3 million, which is incredible. BonkDAO on Polygon, a price oracle attack for $120 million. That is crazy. That is crazy, guys. So I use this DefiLlama product suite to just keep myself updated on what's happening in crypto, because sometimes you're on one side of crypto and something's happening on the other side, you can't keep on track. So that's it for the DefiLlama, the product suite. There is a whole bunch of other stuff. And one last thing I want to shout out to is the Roundup, the DefiLlama Roundup. You can see here, it gives you daily news roundup with the DefiLlama. And you can see here, it splits it up between the different layers, layer 1 and layer 2, what's happening in DeFi, what you should read, any tips. It's just amazing. It's amazing. Now, let's go to the DefiLlama DEX aggregator. And this is what we're going to be working with at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and log out so you can see what it looks like. Let's go ahead and log out here. Okay, let me give you an introduction to the home page of the DefiLlama DEX aggregator. We have on the top, the title, as well as on the top right, connect a wallet. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Click connect wallet, click on MetaMask, which is the wallet you're likely using, MetaMask. And there you go, you're connected now. You can see I'm on Matic at the moment. This is my wallet address. You can see I have 7.78 Matic. This is just my test wallet address. Now, on the left-hand side is your swapping interface, okay? You can choose what chain: Ethereum chain, BSC chain, Polygon chain, Optimism, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Phantom, Gnosis, Clayton, or a lot of chains. Now, keep in mind, this does not include Solana. There are some chains, major chains that are not on here, which is fine. They're probably still working on it. So this is mostly for EVM chains. So let's go with Polygon, which is the chain that I'm currently on because Matic is the base fee. We won't go into swapping and tokens yet because we're still looking at the different sections of the website here. On the right-hand side is where, when you put in your tokens, it gives you the different aggregators to choose from. On the bottom, they have some frequently asked questions. What is this? It's a DEX aggregator of aggregators. Does that make sense? No. So what does that mean? When you go and swap tokens or coins, some people have pools, okay? They have liquidity pools. A DEX aggregator's job is to aggregate all those different pools, and when you come to that DEX aggregator, it finds the best pool for you. So think of it like an umbrella, like a pyramid. At the bottom of the pyramid are all the different pools. On one level higher is a DEX aggregator that looks at all those different pools. And then next to it, there is another DEX aggregator looking at all different pools as well. This DefiLlama DEX aggregator is one level above that. So it's the third level above that. So it's looking at all the different DEX aggregators who are looking at all the different pools, if that makes sense. Does this take any fees? The DefiLlama DEX aggregator takes no fees at all. The fees that are taken are actually from the DEX aggregator or the LP pools themselves. So DefiLlama does not charge you anything at all. Is it safe? It's only safe because you're using the aggregator itself, which is the one on the second level. This third level one does not charge you anything. It's not any extra contracts. It just uses the second level ones. Now, the question is, will you be eligible for airdrops? They do say here that there's no difference between using a swap in the UI of Meta-Aggregator versus actually using the normal DEX aggregator, because on the background, on the blockchain end, you're using that DEX aggregator itself and not the DefiLlama DEX aggregator. The DefiLlama DEX aggregator just looks at all of them and gives you the best option. So if that DEX aggregator does end up having an airdrop, then yes, you will likely get an airdrop for that DEX aggregator. But they don't say anything about a DefiLlama Meta-Aggregator token itself. Okay, let's go ahead and move into swapping some coins, swapping some tokens. As you can see here, I've collected to the Polygon platform. You can select the token. Let's say USDC. I have 14 USDC, as you can see in here. We're going to move that across and try and get some DAI. Okay, USDC to USDT. Let's say I want to transfer 5. Now, as you can see, what's happening on the right-hand side here, right behind me? This DeFi aggregator of aggregators finds all the different aggregators and gives you the best price out of them. So we can see here, select a route to perform the swap. This swap will give you 5.016 USDT. Even though I wanted 5, it's going to make me money. Now it's saying this is the best option. The next best option is this one, 4.9988. Now the big difference is, this is why this is so powerful. OpenOcean is its own aggregator. Paraswap is its own aggregator. 1inch is its own aggregator. Mata is its own kind of swap aggregator. KyberSwap is a swap as well. So this gives you the best option there is. The first one is from OpenOcean, and the next best is Paraswap. So as you can see here, you can end up making 5.01 USDT. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this one. Now, let's go ahead and change our slippage. Slippage is hard to explain. It's kind of like how much room you want there to be how much wiggle room you want there to be in the swap. Think of it like a needle. You have an eye of a needle. You have a thread. You have to push through this eye of the needle. The smaller the needle eye, the harder the thread is going to go through, or the harder time you're going to be able to fit your whole thread in. If you have a big needle eye, the thread is going to go through very easily. That's kind of like slippage. So if you have a needle eye that's big enough, normal is 0.1% or 0.5%, then that should be okay. that this is saying how much you're willing to lose due to slippage. Now, I don't want to lose very much, so I'm going to put a 0.05 slippage fee. And as you can see here, it's updated. 4.9988 USDT. Now the best one is Paraswap. Let's go ahead and swap via Paraswap. Click this, wait for the transaction to load on MetaMask. It's saying I have one pending transaction, so I might not be able to do this. I don't know why. Let's go ahead and confirm this anyway. And while this is going, we'll wait and see if it's going to go ahead. But while it's going, let's go over to Arbitrum. So click here onto your MetaMask and change your address onto the Arbitrum chain, Arbitrum 1. Very good. I have no transactions waiting to be sent. I don't know why. I've got to investigate that one transaction, why it's still there. Maybe I'll increase the gas fees. Actually, Polygon is having some issues at the moment. So now let's go back to this. Let's change our chain to the Arbitrum chain. On Arbitrum, let's take some, what do I want to do? Let's swap some Ethereum. Let's swap some Ethereum to, what do we want? What do we want? GMX. Everyone loves GMX at the moment on Arbitrum. So as you can see, instead of swapping 5 ETH, I'm going to swap 0.001 Ethereum. Now it's going to give us all the different aggregators. OpenOcean currently is the best one, followed by 1inch. But unfortunately with 1inch, you lose 19.07%. But unfortunately with 1inch, you lose 19.07%, which is an enormous amount. Look at this. After fees, you'll get 1.6 with OpenOcean, but with 1inch, you get $1.3 worth of this. So obviously, you're going to go to OpenOcean. Click on OpenOcean, going to click swap via OpenOcean, and that's it. We're not going to mess with any of the fees at the moment. That's another video. We don't need to know that now. Let's click confirm, and the transaction has been submitted. Now let's view this on the Explorer because Arbitrum is very fast. It's probably gone through already. As you can see, it has been a success 8 seconds ago. Let's go ahead now and move to the third part of the video where we can look at the on-chain transactions of what's happened behind the scenes. Okay, so we can tell that this is the contract hash. This is the ID of the whole execution that we just did. So this is, if you have the contract hash, you can see everything that's happened. This is the contract that we interacted with. It is the OpenOcean Exchange version 2. What are the ERC20 tokens that we just went from? We went from this address and we swapped it into some wrapped ETH. Very interesting. 1.62 cents, $1.62. So it took my Ethereum and went into wrapped ETH, and then it went to sell it to go to 1.61 GMX. And then as you can see here, it keeps going. It did a little bit of ETH again, 0.01 again, and then it went to this account. What are the ERC20 tokens that we have just transferred in this exchange that we've just done, that we've just clicked approve on? So you can see here, we went from wrapped Ethereum, 0.001 Ethereum into wrapped Ethereum, and then it gave us 1.61 GMX. So you can see this is the 4 tokens that we interacted with. How much did this fee cost us? How much did this transaction cost us? Now, Arbitrum is getting a little bit more expensive. Look at the fee, 0.37, which is quite a lot compared to other EVM chains. Polygon is very low. Solana is very low. So, and the Optimism is also very low. Arbitrum is a little bit more expensive at 0.37. If you want, you can check out some of the L2 videos that we've made looking at on-chain fees for you. So yeah, this is the transaction for what we've just done. Let's go back to the DEX aggregator and see what it will look like if we want to move some USDC coin into Ethereum. Now, let's say we want to move $6,000 of USDC into Ethereum, and it'll show you, look, it's coming up with all the different types of swaps that are available, all the different aggregators: Paraswap, Matcha, OpenOcean, 1inch. And with OpenOcean and 1inch, you lose 0.4 and 0.5%. But with, look at that, Matcha and Paraswap are exactly the same. You get the same thing back. So these two are great. And you can see the fee here they estimate is 0.34. Now, if you don't want, if you're not an Arbitrum and you want to use any other exchange, some of them are here. If you want to use the Kronos chain, if you want to use Harmony chain, if you want to use Moonriver, if you want to use Avalanche even, or Phantom, or Celo, or Gnosis, or even BSC, they have the swaps available for you here. So let's see on BSC, changing from BNB coin to, let's say, BUSD. You can see here, 1inch, KyberSwap, and Paraswap are the top 3. If you want to change 6,000 BNB to BUSD, my God, you'll get $1.9 million. Unfortunately, I don't have that in my account. So all right, my friends, that is the DefiLlama Meta-Aggregator, the aggregator of all aggregators. In this video, I gave you a small overview of the DefiLlama platform as well as the DefiLlama aggregator. We had a look at doing 2 swaps, one of them on Polygon and one of them on Arbitrum. As you can tell, it is very, very good and it's very efficient at finding you the best swap there is. After this, we also had a look at the on-chain tracking for these 2 transactions. You can see from what wallets they went to, into another wallet, what smart contract they use for the exchange underlying it. This is very important education. Now, I want you to do something for me. I want to task you. I want you to go ahead and try the DefiLlama Meta-Aggregator. Remember, they don't have a token yet. DefiLlama does not have a token. I'm not saying they will make a token, but if they make a token, then this is a great opportunity for you to be as a participant and get some of that token when it does launch. We'll have to see when they actually do go ahead and release one. There's no indication that they will, but just in case there is one, they always try and target people who have used their services. This is a great way to use their services. So bottom line, go and use it. I want you to go ahead, use the DefiLlama Meta-Aggregator as your default swapping mechanism. I've got 2 questions for you, my friends. What's your default swapper? What do you like to use? Do you like to use Uniswap? Do you like to use SushiSwap? What chains are you currently on? I want to know, do you actually use an automated market product or do you use an aggregator? Do you use 1inch or do you use Uniswap or SushiSwap? For myself, I actually used to use 1inch because it was just a great aggregator overall. But now that I've discovered the DefiLlama Meta-Aggregator, there's nothing else I'm using. I'm only using the Meta-Aggregator. The DefiLlama Meta-Aggregator so far hasn't incorporated Solana, so that is the one holdout that I'm waiting for. Once they do that, once they integrate Solana, I'm not going anywhere else at all. Thank you guys very much for liking and subscribing. If you did like the comment, make sure you do like and subscribe. There's lots more content and education coming out from the Collective Shift platform. And lastly, make sure you do check out the link in the description to go to the Collective Shift platform, become a part of the group, and so we can all unlock our wealth and financial freedom together. That's it, guys. See you in there.